Hello everyone. Today's lesson is still on sets, and we are on the fifth subtopic, which is on the Venn diagram. So let's start. You have here Venn diagram is the figures representing sets in the form of enclosed regions in the plane. And the Venn diagram that is actually named after the famous British mathematician John Venn. And then you have here the universal set U is represented by a rectangle. Other sets are represented by a circle, but mostly when you say universal set, we use a rectangle to represent that. And let's have here set A and B are arbitrary sets. Then we can use a Venn diagram to represent the relationship between A and B. So let's have these relationships. The first figure here, you have figure 1. A and B have some common elements. So inside the universal set, you have set A and B, and this part here is the common elements of A and B. Then you have figure 2 is, if you see, both A and B are inside the universal set, but then you see that A and B are separated, disjoints, so we call set A and set B are what we call disjoint sets. Okay. Then you can say that A and B have no elements in common because they are disjoints. And then you have here figure 3. If you notice, A is inside B. That means all of the elements of A are in B, and that is what we call A is a subset of B. Now, if we do the opposite, you have here B, all the elements of B are in A, then you can say that B is a subset of A. Then the fifth relationship that we can have here, A and B looks like just one set, but actually A and B are what we call equal sets, or A and B are equal. Then let's have some examples here. Given that U is a set of 0, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 11, 10, and 11, and set A is a set of numbers 0, 2, 8, 11, and B is a set of numbers 4, 6, 8, and 10. So if we try to analyze that, we want to draw a Venn diagram to show the relationship between sets A and B. Now, our solution, okay, we can tell that sets A and B have one element in common, and that is 8 and 8 here. So that if we are going to draw the Venn diagram, then it would look like this. So you have set A and set B, and then what is common is 8, so we put 8 in between the overlapping figures here, and then we have there 0 to 11, and then 4, 6, 10. Okay, let's proceed. So this is now our answer, by the way. Then let's have another example. Given that the universal set U is a set of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, and 17, and then A is a set of numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 17, B is a set of numbers 5, 7, 9, 13, 15, and C is a set of numbers 1, 3, 5. Okay, so we are going to draw a Venn diagram to show the relationship among the three sets. How are we going to do that? If we try to analyze, A is equal to a set of 1, 3, 5, 7, 17, and then B has 5, 7, 9, 13, and 15. So we'll take the common elements of A and B and C. Okay, they have common elements. And then B has some common elements with C, which is only 5. But then A has 2 elements here, okay, that is common between A and B is 7 and 5. So if you are going to mark that, let's see what we can have here. Okay, so you have this 2 and this, that is between A and B. And then if you try to look at C, let's say, now let's use another one. You can have this. For A and C, all the elements of C are in A, therefore C is a subset of A. Now let's do that first. So we will draw your Venn diagram. Let's say this is your universal set U, and then if this is your A, okay, we call that A. And then let's see, your C is, this is your C, okay? And then let's try, because your C and B has also one element in common, which is 5. So let's draw that, and we can have, okay, and this is your C. Sorry, that is your B. So this is actually set B. Okay, then let's write our elements there. So for your set C, which is 1, 3, 5, 5 is the common elements of the 3 sets, so we put 5 here. And then you have 1 and 3, because C is just the subset of set A. And then what is common between A and B? That is 7, so it must be somewhere here. And then write the elements now of A, which is 17. What is left is 17. Okay? And then what about B? What is left in B is 9, 13, and 15. So that is how your Venn diagram would look like. And what is left in the universal set that is outside of the three sets? You have 1 is already taken, 3 is taken as well, 5, 7, 9, and then we don't have 11 in all the sets, but we have 13, 15, and 17. So 11 is inside the universal set, but outside the three sets. Let's proceed. Let's have some exercises here. I have 4 questions for your exercises. I'll help you answer the first 2, and the last 2 you will be the one to answer or draw the Venn diagram. Now let's have question number 1 here. Your universal set that is true for all the questions is equal to the set of 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on to 20. Draw a Venn diagram to represent the following. Letter A. X is equal to the set of 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on to 10. And set Y is a set of numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So let's try to examine what is common between the two sets, if they have some common elements. So you have actually, this one means that set X has numbers 1 to 10. So what is common there would be 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. In other words, Y is the subset of X. So if you are going to draw the Venn diagram of that, you can have, say, if this is your X and this is your Y, okay? So we'll see that this is X and this is set Y. So inside Y is this set here. So you have 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. And then what is inside Y is all outside of X. What is inside of X, that is not part of Y is 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Okay? Then, what is part of your universe that is not part of your sets, X and Y? So you have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So that is how your Venn diagram would look like. Then let's have the second question. You have three sets here. X is 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on to 10. Then Y is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and Z is 1, 3, 5. So actually, Z is a subset of Y, and Y is a subset of X. So if you are going to represent that the Venn diagram, this is your X, for instance, that is X. And then let's have your Y. And then let's have your Z. Okay. Then let's write our elements here. So for your Z, you have 1, 3, 5. So write 1, 3, 5. And then for your Y, you have, that is outside your Z, that is just 7 and 9. Then for your X, those elements that are outside Y are numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Then the rest of the elements of U that is not part of X will be part of your universal set, which is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So that is how your Venn diagram would look like for this example B. Then let's have this. Try to draw this in your notebook, and I will check that by the time you come back to school. This and this example here. Your A is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Your B is a set of 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. And your C is a set of 5, 10, 15, 20. Draw a Venn diagram of these two relationships of your sets here. That's all for today. This is your teacher Christina, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.